There was once a young man named Leo, known in his town for two things: big dreams and even bigger procrastination. He talked endlessly about building a company, writing a book, becoming successful, changing his entire life. His friends often joked, Leo's ambitions could touch the clouds if only he ever stood up from his chair. Leo wasn't a bad person. In fact, he was full of ideas, good ones too. But every time he tried to start something, he felt a heavy fog settle in his mind. Maybe tomorrow, he would say. I'll begin when I feel inspired. I need more time to think. And just like that, days became weeks, weeks became months. His dreams remained dreams, untouched and gathering dust like old books on a forgotten shelf. One afternoon, while Leo sat in the park scrolling on his phone, an elderly man approached him. He was dressed simply, with calm eyes that seemed to see straight through people. You look troubled, the old man said, Leo shrugged. Not troubled, just waiting for the right moment to start something big. The old man chuckled softly. My boy, the right moment doesn't exist, Leo frowned. I'm ambitious. I know I can do great things. I just need the right motivation. The old man sat beside him. Let me tell you a story about a man exactly like you. There were once two neighbors, the old man began. One had a large plot of land full of potential, the richest soil, the perfect sunlight, the ideal space. But he always said, I will plant my garden when I have more time. He believed that thinking about a perfect garden was enough preparation. The second neighbor had a smaller, poorer piece of land, rocky, uneven, and dry, but he started digging anyway, just a little each day. Some days he dug only one hole, some days he watered only one plant, but he moved. Leo listened quietly. Years passed, the old man continued. The first man still talked about his future garden, planning it in his mind, dreaming of its beauty. But nothing grew. Not a single flower. The second man? His small daily efforts transformed his land. With each week, something sprouted. With each month, something blossomed. And soon enough, his once barren land became the most beautiful garden in the entire region. The old man looked at Leo and said softly, Ambition is the seed. Action is the water. Without water, even the greatest seed dies. Leo felt something tighten in his chest. Are you saying I'm like the first man? He whispered. The old man smiled kindly. You already know the answer. Dreams are wonderful, but dreams without action become burdens. They weigh you down because deep inside, you know what you could be but aren't becoming. Leo looked down at his hands, suddenly aware of how many hours he had wasted waiting for the right moment. So what do I do? Leo asked. The old man stood up slowly. Start small. Start today. Start badly if you must. But start. If you take one step every day, even a lazy man will outrun the genius who refuses to move. That night, Leo didn't promise himself he'd change his whole life. He made only one commitment. I will do 10 minutes of real work every day. Just 10 minutes. But something astonishing happened. 10 minutes became 20. 20 became an hour. An hour became a routine. And a routine became a new identity. Weeks later, he finished the outline for his book. Months later, he launched the small project he had postponed for years. A year later, people no longer called him lazy. They called him unstoppable. Not because he worked harder than everyone else, but because he moved little by little, while others waited for perfect timing. At that same park bench, Leo later understood the old man's final words. Ambition is your direction. Discipline is your engine. Consistency is your fuel. And the truth hit him. You don't succeed when you feel motivated. You succeed when you show up, especially when you don't want to. If you feel ambitious but lazy, this story is your turning point. You don't need to fix your whole life today. You only need to begin. Because once you take the first small step, the second becomes easier. And soon, the world that once felt far away starts moving toward you. Start now. Even tiny progress is still progress. And tiny progress, repeated long enough, becomes a miracle.